I don't know. It's an open lobby. We're live. Hey guys, welcome to the first ever IRC Pit Pass. Basically, we're going to discuss the Elite League and the Super League, last week's results, the championship standings, and a look ahead to Austria. It's something a bit new and a bit of fun. So we've got some of the drivers in here from both Elite and Super to discuss everything so far. So I am joined by Elite League Jacob. Jacob, how are you, mate? Oh, that's what they all say. We got Slimbo as well. Slim, how are you, mate?
Doing alright, hoping to win. Probably.
Why are you
won't.
sounding all different and cool all of a sudden? You just completely
because
changed.
I am. Because I am.
Telephone voice, Slim.
It's his telephone voice. Alright. We've got Matt, who is the commentator from Elite League and Super League driver. Matt, how are you, buddy?
Ah, very good, mate.
Good man,
Sure.
good man. And also we're joined by Browner, who was in commentary last week. So there's nice and fresh and up to date with last week's Elite race and Super League driver as well. Browner, how are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
Good man, good man. So what we're going to do is discuss last week's Elite League race, go into the championship in depth there a little bit, look to Austria, and then the Super League, look at last week's epic race as what it was. As well as that, the championship there as well, and a look ahead to Austria tomorrow night in the Elite League, Super League. So let's get into last week's French Grand Prix. Jacob, 2 in a row, mate. Absolutely outstanding. Followed by Slim. Slim, your first podium since last season. Is that your first podium of the season?
Yep, there's too long. Too long.
It's incredible. It has been too long. Jacob, in your point of view, you were described in commentary by Fissy as a Michael Schumacher type drive. How was that for you last week? Yeah, it was an outstanding drive, and you were, what, I think quite a way ahead of Slim in the end. Slim, your first podium last week. For you, mate, how was that?
Motivation. I know I could do it. But ever since I've got 4, I forgot what race. Spain, that's it. I know I can do it. I just don't do it often. So I hit a bit of consistency, so I hope they keep that going for the rest of the season and go for the championship.
It was a cracking race. Well, it was all right. The first half race was really good. Second half, I think Fissy, who's just joined us, and Matt and Browner can agree, it sort of tailed off towards the end, didn't it? Once Yor was out, Jamie sort of came through, but penalties really affected the race, didn't it? Fissy.
Hello, yeah, sorry, I was waiting for the update. I was looking at the update screen on the PS4. Yeah, it was a slow race really towards the end. I think the biggest battle was between 11th and 12th between I can't remember his
not
name.
that bad and
Not that bad, and the Brazilian
Vittino,
lad,
that's it, yeah.
Vittino, yeah. That was the closest battle, which was a bit of a shame really, because it started off like it was going to be a cracking race, but it just sort of died.
It was just joined by Lucas. We'll get to you in a minute, buddy. I'll just go through last week's results. So, of course, it was Jacob's second win in a row, followed by Slim. Westy, who unfortunately has had to leave the championship because his controllers broke. So that's a real shame. It's a real shame. He got third last week. Jonathan Cox, best result of the season in 4th. Dan Murphy back in the top 5. He finished 5th. And our driver of the day, I believe, just ahead of Leclerc, who qualified 15th and finished 6th. Jamie won. Couldn't really capitalise on your retiring, finished in 7th. Crazy Power 8th, BP 9th, Blaz, the last points playing position in 10th. Just the 10 finishes last week. As we go into the championship, what does that mean? Well, it closes everything right up. And I need to load the championship up. So Yor leads the championship by 2 points from Jamie 1 going into this week's Austrian Grand Prix, followed by Jacob, who's a 19 behind now. Jacob, you must feel now right involved in this championship battle. Yeah, and you as a team, you were bottom after the first 3 races. You're now third and 9 points off top. I'll get to constructors in a minute, but an incredible surge. TTG Navy, they're in 4th, only 45 points adrift. He's back tonight. Dan Murphy, still only 5th place, 45 back. Westy is 6th. Slim, you're there, 7th place, 42 points, 61 points back. The championship's still a realistic possibility for you, mate? You not giving up yet?
Yes.
Give it up.
Good man. Well, that's
One word, don't need to say any more.
Slim by really. And in 8th place, Lucas, on just 65 points behind. Lucas, your season started terribly, so you're on a great come through at the moment. What's your aim for this season? So you're only 20 points off 5th. That's Dan Murphy. Westy, of course, won't be racing for the rest of the season, but Jonathan Cox is there on the same points as you. Hopefully Flying Soz is back tonight. That midfield is so competitive. How are you feeling going around Austria? Good man. Were you predicting possible podium? That first win, that first elusive win? Good man, here's hoping, buddy. Yeah, you just need consistency now. You want that top 5 in the championship. Consistency will be key. Jonathan Cox is 9th place on the same points as Lucas. Flying Soz rounds up the top 10. He's had 1 win this season, 66 adrift. BP 11th, 35 points. I said the midfield is so close. Coandy 12th on 28 points. The same points as Crazy Power, who's also on a bit of resurgence in his last few races. Blaz, yeah, it's started so well for Blaz, but he's picking up slowly. A point in the last race, he's now on 24. Nosey having by far his best season in the Elite, 15th for 17 points. That's more than what he had in the whole entire of season 2. Lennon there, 16th from 14. There's more to come from him. Are You Racing? Not that bad. The 2 Superboys are struggling in 17th and 18th on 12 and 10 points. Leclerc bagged his first points to the season last season in 9 points in 19th. It's TG, best ever result in Monaco, 6 points for him. Bettino's on 2, and it's only RC Sean yet to score. Matt, Fissy, from what you've seen in the Elite League so far, what's caught your eye, and who do you think are going to be the overall championship contenders going forward? If I start with you, Fissy.
Caught my eye, the decent driving. It was a very, very high driving standards, very respectful driving. Caught my eye with Slim's pole lap in Canada. That was mega. So kudos to you, Slim.
Cheers.
Yeah, championship. It's too close to call at the moment. It's still very open. I think there's I reckon 10 racers. Each race can win a race. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
1 of 10 drivers. Sorry, I said that in a really weird way. But yeah, 1 of 10 drivers can win a race. You know what I mean? Every race you go to. So I can't call it at the moment, to be honest.
It's tough. Every driver, all the grid are separated still by 100 points. It's quite incredible. Matt, from the first 8 races that you've seen so far, again, who's caught your eye? Championship contenders possible? Who do you reckon?
Highlight of the season for me is probably got to be not so much racing, but the respect the drivers have for each other, which was highlighted in Spain from Westy, was it?
Yeah, Westy, that's right.
Damage wing, sort of knew he wasn't in the race, got out of everybody's way, and I said the racing's been good, it's been fair, it's been clean. Basically, that's all we ask for.
Absolutely, and Brown, go on, mate.
Championship, I think we've got a flying Mercedes coming in it, so I'm keeping
what, Jonathan Cox?
Jacob. I think he's the one to watch now.
Absolutely, Jacob's never won 2 races in a row except for when he broke that duct in France. Jacob, are you confident of making it 3 in a row tonight? He's sandbagging, folks.
All by half a second then.
I hope so.
Well, I think as a neutral, I think we all hope so, because you'll be looking to bounce back as well. Jamie 1 needs a good result here. The constructors is incredible. Renault are top with 131 points. Second is Williams, just 6 points behind. That's with Jamie 1 and Blaz. Mercedes are now third. just 9 points off top. Toro Rosso are still 38 points adrift in 4th. McLaren are coming up as well, up 2 places in the last race, up to 5th, 43, only 43 points adrift. Then Red Bull, Alpha, Ferrari, Haas and Racing Point. Slim, Jacob, Lucas, all the best to you guys. We'll hopefully see you. Well, it'll be great to see all 3 of you on the podium coming up.
Yeah, hopefully.
All the best.
Lucas is on the top spot.
Yeah, Lucas in the top spot. That'd be great to see Lucas's first elusive win.
Anyone but Jacob on the top spot.
It will happen, mate. It will happen. Boys, thank you for joining us. That's the Elite League roundup. The Elite League starts in just over 15 minutes. Round 9 in Austria, of course, will be live for that. Let's go on to what was an epic Super League race last week even. Probably the best one of the season, boys. Would you agree, Fissy, Browner?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, from my point of view, it was really good. Apart from the jump start, we'll try and gloss over that.
I was just going to say, you finished 4th despite the jump start. I think other drivers jumped start as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I moved because Timmy moved.
That's right, Timmy was the other one who moved. I tell you, when I was watching it live, I just literally switched on. I saw you in the lead, and mate, I got so excited. I never knew you'd jump the start. I couldn't.
Yeah, it was
believe
comical.
it.
It was so bad.
I think he went on late 1.
Yeah. I think at one point I had a 4-second lead going into like the 3rd corner. So
And I couldn't believe it. You had like 4-second lead. I thought, mate, Fissy's going to win this race. And then I realised you'd jump the start. I was like, ah. Oh, and Hog. I think Hog gained about 5 places at the start as well. Through jumping the start.
Definitely,
the podium.
definitely it was a 1, 2, 3 go.
Yes, it was. I think it was pretty eager. Roscoe winning his first race of the season last week. The Scotsman started in pole with a stunning lap as well, and went all the way to the end. Maxi, I can't help but feel he sort of blew his own race. He got penalties and made a couple of mistakes. Asdog from 16th finished in 3rd. Fissy was 4th. Harry, great result for him after starting 15th and 5th. Sammy's sick. I can't help but feel he should have put under the safety car. I don't understand his strategy in that one. 6th place for him in the end. Hog, great points for Hog in 7th. As for JJ in 8th, great points. Browner in 9th and Matt in 10th. Browner, for your race, 9th place, you'd be happy with those points?
I was happy to regain some points. There was just an error on my part in our race where PB broke a bit too earlier than I was expecting, and I ended up clipping my wing, so that was a major setback, and I had to pit for a new one. So,
which was a real shame because you qualified 6th, and I think I saw you up the rankings in the first few laps.
Yeah, to be fair, it started off quite well. It just started drifting off towards as the race went on. It just lost momentum, I suppose.
And Matt, for you as a championship contender, to see Sammy to lose, to be sort of in control of that race at one point, and then to lose out completely under the safety car against double. What happened there, mate?
Yeah, I was feeling comfortable. I said I made a good few places at the beginning on the harder tyres, and I felt comfortable. I was keeping up with the front 3 and 4th, and then I can't remember who brought the safety car out, but double just. Well,
it was my teammate, wasn't it? It was Sven.
It was Sven, wasn't it? I think Sven retiring on track.
Yeah. I lost my wing, had to pit, and I was getting over after that. Especially with it being on the safety car restart as well. If it had been behind the safety car, it wouldn't have been so bad.
you'd have been let off, wouldn't you?
20 seconds behind.
In the championship, T Sammy 151 points, a 50-point lead. It's just 2 race wins, long way still to go. Matt second with 50 points behind, 101 points. Asdog there back up into 3rd place, 66 adrift. So close, this battle.
He's showing good form, is Asdog at the minute.
Asdog won in Canada. Has he won 1 race or 2 races this season?
Just 1, I think.
It's just what is it?
Oh no, it's 1, 2.
It is 2, isn't it?
Azerbaijan.
That's right, Baku in Canada. I can't help but feel Asdog is an all-in driver, isn't he? He's either got a great result or he's nowhere, isn't he?
Yeah, he could have won at Monaco as well.
Yeah, Roscoe in 4th place after his win, only 1 point behind Asdog in 4th place. Fissy, you're in there, mate. Top 5 now, 69 points. 82
Mr.
adrift.
P4 as we call him now.
What's Mr. P4?
That's my name,
What's your season aim this season, buddy?
To convert a fourth into a third. That would probably boost my morale up massively, because I am literally the podium dodger at the moment.
I thought in that last race you were going to hold off Timmy and Asdog, but they were steaming.
Yeah, I just bottled it. I bottled it again at the end. I'm really frustrated. I made a mistake. Asdog got through, and then I heard he had a penalty. I thought, happy days. I'll stay with him 3 seconds, and then I just lost so much time on the last lap. Then I got a penalty, so it was just
frustration. In terms of the championship, you're 5th at the moment. Is a top 5 the goal for you?
Realistically, probably not, if I'm honest. I think that there's a few quicker guys that have missed some races that are behind me, and I feel if they showed some consistency and turned up to a few more, I know it can't be helped, so I'm not having a go at them for not, for missing races. And I'm just saying, if they were there a lot more, I feel I'd probably be 9th or 10th.
I think you're doing us a bit of a service there. You'd be higher than that. You got Timmy.
I think you can hold on to the 5th, but.
You're right in it. Timmy's 11 points adrift of you in 6th, and Stee in 7th, 95, and then Maxi charging through now. Maxi, I think Maxi out of all those could be the one to take that top 5, but he's a good 106 points drift of the championship. Then it's myself in 9th still. Go on me, holding on to a top 10. And then a big.
Is that your aim for the season, Dave?
Top 10, yeah. And then a big gap from 9th all the way down to 10th. Nearly a 22-point gap. Harry holding on a colossal scrap for the 10th place. Harry 10th on 18 points. Hog 11th on 17. JM Sprint 12th on 16. Lone Woody 13th with 15 points. Doubles in there. He can get a top 10 in this championship. He's on 12. Browner, you're there 15th. You're right in that tussle as well. Is a top 10 a realistic target for you this season?
I'm hoping so. Obviously, I've had a couple of good results go to waste. Some my fault, some not. But I don't know. That is like around my aim to be 10th.
It's realistic.
Or at least overtake your points.
It's doable, definitely doable. You're only 8 points off Harry. I can't help but feel if you and Hog had that clean race, you boys will be in that top 5. You boys will be challenging top 5. You definitely got the pace, especially in qualifying. You're both regularly in the top 10 now in qualifying. Steve Penny 16th, 8 points. JJ 17th with 4 points. PB 18th with 3 points, and Broken Gorilla and Guna 19th and 20th. Snap, Sven, Toonfan and Samuel are yet to score. Matt, in terms of your championship, 50 points behind, what's well, obviously the aim's to win it, but realistically, do you think you can start pegging that back?
Realistically, no, but I'll give it a go.
I love the honesty.
See, Sammy is missing tomorrow, so there's a good chance I'll get some points back on him.
Someone's
Matt, you're pretty good around Australia as well.
Yeah, 50 points is a bit much. You probably.
Well, you say that, but if he's missing tomorrow and you win, that's only 25 points.
Yeah, but then I'm missing next week.
But it's the cup next week, isn't it, for you boys?
Point.
It is the cup, yeah.
That's worked out well.
You've got to be in it, yeah. Coincidence.
Oh, who's Mike?
Jacob.
YouTube says join in session.
No, like I say, you've got to be in it to win it. There's no point giving up until you can mathematically can't win it. So
yeah.
No, I think it's why it only takes a few bad results and a few DNFs for T Sammy, and everybody closes right up.
His race pace is fantastic. His qualifying's not so much, but his race pace is.
Race, then it's all to play for, because he kind of messed that up a bit, if I'm honest.
And Fissy, Browner, starting with you first, Fissy, how are you feeling about Austria tomorrow?
Sorry, yeah, I was just... Sorry.
Is Maddie with a... Is that Maddie with a cameo?
It was Maddie with a cameo, yeah.
I was just saying, in terms of tomorrow, how are you feeling about tomorrow? Is it a good track for you? Confident?
Not really, no. It's a bit too... It's a nice circuit, don't get me wrong. I like driving it, but it's a bit harsh on penalties.
That it is.
And
And
yeah, especially on turn 1, the exit of turn 1. I think that's going to be the killer tomorrow.
yeah, it catches me out.
100%.
Browner, for you, mate, how you looking?
Consistent, but not. I don't feel that fast. I don't know if it's anything to do with the updates or I'm just out of touch a bit, but I can't even keep up with my Ghost on time trial at the moment. So
I think that's locked in updates.
And
The thing is, just avoid penalties and keep out of trouble. You're in for a good result. That's the key round Austria.
I can do consistently around the time trial without invalidating laps, so I'm feeling confident on that part. It's just the speed of everyone else that will determine where I finish tomorrow.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the race. The Elite League qualifying will start in just over 5 minutes. We'll be going to that very shortly. And don't forget the Super League tomorrow, 8 PM. T-Sammy could be missing. What an opportunity for the likes of Bill to Matt, Roscoe, and the Chasing Pack to close in. Definitely viewing for that one as well. Guys, that's the first IRC Pit Pass. Keep you updated on everything going on in the IRC, both championships in the Elite and Super League. Hope you enjoyed it. And the Elite League starts in just over 5 minutes. Cheers, guys. Thank you.